Hello, in this tutorial, I'm going to perform a AC analysis for a OTA. So this is basically the test bench for the two-stage OTA, the symbol for two-stage OTA. To do the open loop gain setup for AC analysis, so due to this setup, we need two differential source. Here is one source. This is basically the ICMR minus. So if I click press Q, you can see here the common mode voltage is 800 millivolt. So the sign is negative because I flip the voltage source. That's why the sign is negative to negative. This terminal voltage is going to be positive. Also, for this AC analysis, the AC magnitude is 1. Well, and the ICMR plus input common mode voltage positive, which is basically the 800 millivolt, and the AC magnitude is 1. Well, after that, we need a power. This is the 1.2 volt, and VSS is 0. We press Q. Yes, VSS is 0 volt, and then the load capacity is 2 picofarad. As it is a open loop configuration, there is no feedback in here. Well, after that, we have to launch the ADL to do the AC analysis. Let's click here. Click here to choose which analysis I'm going to perform. Here is AC frequency. I have to sweep frequency 1 from 100 gigahertz, and then the sweep type is logarithm. I'm going to points it 100 point per decade. Click OK. To measure the AC gain and phase for the open loop configuration is a simple technique. Just run the simulation. After that, results, direct plot, and then AC gain and phase. Here you can click in here, output, and the input. Here you can easily find the plot for AC gain and phase. The gain is approximately 45.5 dB, and this is the phase plot. Well, this is a way for every time you can click. You have to use the same method. Let's if I sense the capacitor value or any internal length with value for this circuit, then again if I going to plot the gain and phase, I have to perform the same method. But it's very difficult always to if I optimize this circuit. That's why I'm going to show how to set the output once, then you can run the simulation and then you get the output. Well, let's edit, then open, press click in AC, then here's the output. As we know, the gain is V out by V in. Then set it to stack, and then click in the another input. Yeah, V out by V in. If I run the simulation in this way, this will be show me the linear value of gain. So I'm going to show it in dB scale. That's why function dB, then send it to the buffer. Well, yeah, here is an optional way to rename this expression. So this is basically the open loop gain. Well, here if I run the simulation, you can see here is the gain plot. What is the benefit of that? If I change the value for the capacitor as a result, as an example, let's set it 5 picofarad, and say if I run the simulation, it's give me the gain plot. I don't need to go the direct plot and then click AC gain and phase. This is the easy way. Well, how can I set the phase parameter? Then open set BF for the AC. Click here and function phase. Send to the buffer. Well, the phase. Well, if I run that, yeah, the open loop gain and the open loop phase. So this is basically the open loop gain and phase. And how can we determine the well-known parameter like unity gain bandwidth and unity gain frequency, like that? Because as we know that once a minute, let's find the document. Yeah, as we know, the open loop gain is the gain without any feedback. And basically, in ideal op amp, the open loop gain is infinite. But in real op amp, it's not infinite. It has some range. Also, the open loop gain flat from the DC to a corner frequency where it starts to decrease. That's mean you can see here, in certain frequency, this open loop gain is flat. After that, from this frequency, the open loop gain decreases. This frequency is called the corner frequency. Well, another findings. Also, another findings that the open loop gain decreases with high frequency. That's mean when frequency increases, the open loop gain decreases. We can see from this Bode plot. Also, if I show the phase, the slope of the phase depends on the system's pole. For every pole, the phase shifted in 90 degree per decade. For higher order system, we can get higher order pole. Well, also here's another parameter from the open loop gain is unity gain bandwidth. What is unity gain bandwidth? The unity gain bandwidth is an amplifier frequency of input signal, which is the open loop gain is equals to 1. What does it mean? It means when in which frequency the gain is 0. Let's say click on G, H, then set to 0 dB. At 0 dB, the frequency is 40 is approximately 40 megahertz. So the unity gain bandwidth is 40 megahertz. That's mean at this frequency there has no gain. So if I give the signal amplitude is 1 millivolt, we can get the 1 millivolt in output. It can't be amplified. So this term is called the unity gain bandwidth. We also get the unity gain bandwidth from the calculator. So let's see. Click in here, open BF, UGF. Sorry, I said the wrong function. Yeah, it's 40 megahertz. We calculate in manually, and this from the calculator, which is 40 megahertz. We also calculate manually, which is also, let me show you, 40 megahertz. Here is the calculator. Yeah, send it to the buffer. Or well, indeed. This 40 megahertz, this also called transition frequency. If I'm not wrong, yeah, transition frequency. And from the 0 to this transition frequency is called the unity gain bandwidth. And this certain frequency is called the transition frequency or unity gain frequency. Also, here is another term which is called the half power bandwidth. What does it mean? In which bandwidth this power peaks, or it's also called 3 dB point, or also known as a cutoff frequency. In which frequency the op-amp falls is 70.7 of maximum value of power. So 70.7 is voltage, or this half power point is the point in which the output power has dropped to half of the peak value. Well, how can we determine the half power bandwidth? Let's calculate. Here is our gain is 45.5 dB. So we have to go below the 3 dB from the highest gain. So let's 45 minus 3, that's mean 42.5. Well, Forty-two point 5. Yeah, 387.7 kilohertz is it's our 3 dB point, 3 dB or half power bandwidth. So also we can check it from the calculator. Here's another function. Yeah, first we have to choose for the v out, then we have to divide it by basically we have to measure the gain v out by v in, and then we have to lower than 3 dB. This basically makes sense that we have to low, or we have to get below from the highest gain, and then can get 3 dB point. Yeah, we can calculate from manually, which is 387. Yeah. So this is basically the AC analysis. You can see here. From the closed loop gain and closed loop phase and unity gain frequency and transition frequency and half power bandwidth. Also another terms which is called the phase margin. I show you from for the stability analysis tutorial. So thanks to see my in this tutorial.